Good. Clean.
Yeah.
Ready.
Nice to
DeMarcus, how you
This is not what I was expecting to hear, man. It threw me off.
good?
Oh man.
All right. He's good.
Did you post it, Kerry?
I did. It's on the page. So y'all share.
I'm talking about in the chat. I gotta go find your Facebook page.
Nah, bro.
I just go up to here where it says copy link, and I just copy the link and then go to the page and paste it. Is that how y'all do it? Or
Watch this.
Copy what link?
Watch this.
Oh, you know what? I never saw that before.
Huh? You talking about me?
Oh, hey.
Okay, old school.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I put the link in the chat too for those of us that's technically challenged out here. So we got it all over the place.
Hey,
but I know
how did DeMarcus and shame me for not knowing I could do that? I never asked me.
It's all good, man. Really, I feel like if you had like a kid to help you, like a teenager, that man, they'd be quick with this stuff, bro. This stuff is nothing for them.
Oh yeah.
I've learned that over the years, bro. Teenagers know how to work this technology way better than we do.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So y'all let me know we good to go.
I've been good because I already copied and posted.
I'm talking about what?
Big dog.
Yeah, big dog. Now you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
So this is the Be a Light podcast. It's our mission statement. We the #1 mentorship for mindset development, career ascension, education, and leadership cultivation. My DNA is we authentic, positive, respect all sex, race, religion, political views, and preference because we for all people. And we love to have a great sense of humor. We like to be funny, have a good time. You know, we got a special episode here for y'all today, man. An episode that's going to be near and dear to my heart as well as these brothers because we do a lot of hard work, I would say, passion work. But welcome back to the Be a Light podcast. It's your boy K.Sloan here with the homies.
J.Jones.
Hey, Jiggity. Got the brain.
Boy, G.
G. And then we got the wise, the wop, the wisdom, MrliftN'Go.
Welcome back, DeMarcus.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
No, you know. Reunited and it feels so good. Why you slide the cut, bro? We missed you out here, man. It was different, man. Me and Nate had to hold it down last time.
I thought you had drowned, man.
Dang, I wasn't on the last. That's a whole lot of water.
J.Jones? Was you on the last?
Yeah, I was definitely on the last one. We talked about.
I thought that was the last.
You remember when you got mad at the females? You like they want you to. They want everybody at their jobs to be jealous of them.
Everybody, they gotta get roses for everybody. Okay, yeah, I feel you. I remember now. Now I remember. My bad, bro. It be running together. My bad.
Yeah, I feel you.
My bad, Jay. My bad. But man, so how y'all brothers feeling though? This boy trying to get his aesthetics right.
Always. Why is I told you what kind of vibes is he getting? Does he trick you?
Bro, why you about to tell a scary story, bro? Why you get that? Get over me. Get it.
Oh, good. It's all good.
We good though. So doubling back, talking about that the philanthropy, man, the work that people are doing in the community, man. I this weekend I went out with one of my good brothers, man. I know him from way back, man. He did a deal. He got a nonprofit called Free My City. Shout out to LaValis Hamilton. I'm out here in Killeen, Texas. We went and did trash cleanup this weekend, and we was on some of the blocks in North Killeen picking up trash, and then we ended up handing out flyers for a concert that he plans on doing. His nonprofit is focused on bringing young artists into an opportunity where they can have a healthy way to build community, right? A healthy way to build community, do things in the community. And he's doing some amazing things with that. And I wanted to help out and be a part of it. And like, bro, I just kind of want to speak this episode, and you guys can speak to it as well, because all of us have done some community service work and we doing nonprofit work and things like that. But just like, what is the importance of that, I guess, in this climate we in today? You know, especially with all the social issues that we deal with as Americans right now. It's like socially we can't agree on nothing, but we all have common issues. So like, can y'all speak to that real quick before we get rolling with our guests?
I always think that blessed are those who bless others, you know? So I always think of that. I think you give to other people the ultimate, you know, God watching down on you, the ultimate goal is to please him. And he also helps you. So you help others, and I think God blesses you. So I always think, even when I see somebody on the corner, you know, and they asking for dollars, you know, they're panhandling, I try, if I do have cash, because I usually don't carry it, if I do have cash, I give it away. Because I always think, you know, God gonna bless me at the end of the day. And it also it helps my mental health to see other people smile. When people smile, it helps me. So that's the thing with me. I like helping others because it blesses me. It blesses me from God, and it also blesses my heart. So that's two things I would say about it.
We were just talking about this in Bible study about what's the blessing that you get from giving. And I mean, the ultimate thing is, I mean, we all are here, you know, we all need people. Without people, this world is nothing. So, you know, in a church realm, Baptist realm, or whatever, you hear, may he pour out a blessing so big enough for you not to contain. It's not to be greedy or, you know, to hoard it. It's so that you can bless others. You know, press down, shaking together, and run it over. Well, you want it to run over because when it runs over, it runs over into other people, other situations. And man, when you go to bless somebody else, man, it's totally different. It's totally different. It's a euphoric feeling. It's a feeling that you cannot get anywhere else. So it's so spiritual, you know, it's a something on the inside that you really can't explain, man. We've all been a part of the nonprofit, we've all helped, and even kids, man. Kids will go somewhere and they'll be dragging their feet and everything. But once the whole situation is over, even they feel it. So like Gerald was saying, I think it's heaven sent, and one of the missions we have here on earth. But man, without people, this world really doesn't mean anything. Earth does not need us. I don't know if people understand that. The earth takes care of itself. They have here in Fort Worth, they have some projects that they knocked down. It's been there since before I got here. So 20 years. It's been a big structure, a big building, gated and everything, right? Knocked everything down. Pulled out all the concrete, pulled out all the slab. You go past there right now, it's a open field. You would have never known there was a project there. Earth don't need us. We as people need each other.
Absolutely.
That's what I say is faith without works is dead, right? We got to be the work. You got to go put that work in. So really, y'all talking about it from a spiritual sense. That's truly what it means to me. If you want to see those changes, if you want to have faith that we can get to these utopic like conditions that we talk about in society, different things like that, you got to actually go out there and be the work that gets us to be in those kind of situations. So, but that's really all it is, man. You got to go out there. It's effort. It's what did Big say in the movie, in the Notorious movie? If we want to change the world, we got to change ourselves, Puff. So that's really all it is. Be that change that you want to see out there. Put a little effort in. Don't be afraid to go out there, get dirty, to stand out, to do all of those different things. And that's where you actually start seeing it grows. It spreads to other people. Right? So.
I love that. I love that. And then before we bring in you know, one half of the Fearless Foundation leaders, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna kind of introduce that, but just kind of adding to what Nate was saying, Bro, yes, absolutely. I think that's a lot of people get real good at identifying problems, but they don't really get good at finding solutions or being the solution, right? Being that answer.
Mhm.
I had a brother tell me that one time because I was like, man, we was having a sit down, like me and a dude I know, through mutual connections and things like that. But we was having a sit down, like a conference in a sense. And I was like telling him about all the things I wanted to see change in my community. Like we were sitting there talking about, I was like, I want to see this different. I want to see this different. I want to see this different. I know this is an issue. He was like, okay. He was like, what are you gonna do about it? And I was like, I gotta give you the answer to that, in the future. Because right now I'm still like I hadn't really thought about what I was gonna do. But he was like, you the answer, like you're the solution. You are the one that has the answer because you identified the problem. So once you identify the problem, it's your duty to go out and be a part of the solution. Whether or not you're the whole solution or a piece of it, you still have a role to play. So I think that's what these nonprofits, that's the power of a 501c3, being able to go out there and take care of an initiative. Is you taking the steps, right? So we always want to talk about progress, and this is what we all about. So talking about the Fearless Foundation, I think it would be really good to let Jarrell and Jerome Birdo talk about the Fearless Foundation and what you guys are doing in regards to taking those steps forward in that realm of taking over initiative and being able to bring light to certain things. So I'll let y'all kind of introduce what y'all do. So Jerome's hopping in now.
Oh, okay. What's the words, bro?
So Jerome,
Hey,
go to the
What's
people.
up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
So Jerome,
What's up with you, Big Nate? You all right, man?
good, bro. How you doing?
How y'all fellas doing, bro?
really good.
So go
My
ahead.
bad, man.
Know
You
a
caught
little
me in
bit.
some homework.
I know you good, brother. Go ahead and let the people know, man. What is Fearless Foundation, man, and what is the Fearless Foundation doing for the areas of DFW and spreading beyond that? What are y'all doing, and what's the initiative with what you guys got going on?
My bad. My sound was messing up.
Repeat that, Kerry.
No, I was saying, what are you guys doing in regards to y'all's initiative with Fearless Foundation? Like, what is you guys' goals for the community? How are you guys going about creating change?
Oh man.
He started smiling. That's how you know he's doing
You
something.
want to touch bases on that one?
Yeah.
What's up? What you say, Jerome? You can't hear nothing we saying.
This is
Say
why
it
we
again, my
have
bad.
computer
Okay.
sponsorships. Everybody needing a MacBook so we can be on the same accord. Commercial break.
I'm in now.
All right. So you hear what I said?
Say that again, my bad.
All right. So now what I was saying is what are you guys doing to create impact in the community as for Fearless Foundation? Like, what are you guys doing to be a benefit to your community?
Giving back. That's the biggest thing. You can change someone's life by giving back. Like it don't have to be nothing major to make an impact. It can be something very small that can be an impact. Me and Jarrell ran into a situation where we gave a kid a toy on Christmas, and that was the only thing he was getting.
Yeah.
Speak
Speak to that, because I know I've been out there. That's powerful. We was all out there. Now that was amazing experience, bro. I really thank y'all for that too. Again,
that was big. That definitely that touched the heart there to know that you and your sister not getting up for Christmas, and the kid has to take that to know that mentally, not just waking up in the morning being happy, but mentally, like knowing, like, hey, even with that, a kid with I'm not for sure if he had Down syndrome or autistic, but even that part of waking up and not knowing that you're going to not receive anything under the Christmas tree, it's got to be mind blowing. Like even us today, we expect our significant others to buy us something for Christmas, and that kid already had in his mind that he wasn't getting nothing. So that football, that was an impact for him. Like me and J.Jones had talked about that for like 10 minutes afterwards. It was like, man, we gave out over 300-400 toys and people still dropping stuff off. But that one toy, that one football, I always remember giving that little boy was a major impact. Like that shows me that, it don't take much to make a kid happy. We have one set of parents that beat her every year. And reach in the last 4 or 5 years. Like your son was just 12 years old the last time we saw him. Now he's almost a senior in high school. So, and he remember us. Like I just saw him at the AutoZone in Forest Hill, and he was like, "Yeah, you one of the guys from the Fearless." Okay, that's an impact. You remember this. That's a trend for years to come. So when I see you again, once you come out of high school, you're gonna remember me. You're gonna remember the vice president. You're gonna remember what our team do when we're standing in front of this parking lot handing out these gifts to these kids. It's never been about trying to make money off of it. It's never been about trying to be this big time of social media. That's one thing me and J.Jones had always said. Like, it's not about that. That's not what we want. What we want is that kid to come back to say thank you because he wasn't receiving anything for Christmas that year. That's what it was about to me.
Right. And then J.Jones, speak to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Being a VP.
The thing about Fearless, I would say like we came up with it because the biggest thing with me, I talked to a kid one year that wasn't getting a Christmas present, and I was always blessed enough to get Christmas present. So it kind of broke my heart when he was like, "Yo, I wish everybody at my job," because I worked at Lowe's at the time. I was working at Lowe's, but everybody at my job, we put in a pot to get him something because we knew he wasn't getting anything. So I was like, man, we could do this like every year. So I called Jerome. He already had the Fearless Foundation. Kind of working on it, getting everything right, paperwork and everything. And I was like, man, I want to do an event under your, nonprofit because there's no way, like Kerry said, when I saw the problem, I wanted to solve the problem, and I can't solve the problem for everybody. Yeah. But just that Christmas event always touches my heart. We do Thanksgiving events. We pass out turkeys. We go to the hood. Some people don't have food on Thanksgiving.
Some people don't have the food. Yeah.
Right. So Christmas we do back to school. We fill up backpacks with supplies. We have kids come out. We give them the whole backpack. We give gift cards. We do dance contests just to kind of give kids an alley. Give them away. Give them an outing. Give them something to do. Because when kids get bored, that's when stuff kind of starts happening. So we try to do stuff to keep these kids safe, keep them out of the streets. And if they need something, we try to give them what they need. Because going to school without supplies or going Thanksgiving without food, that has to hurt. So
I think inspire in some kind of way. Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's what we're trying to do with that. So
it's big time, man. That's big time. That's really what it's truly all about, bro. Like, y'all know with starting prosperous people, that's exactly what the whole mindset was. I love that we on the same page with that. Because like I said earlier, it's all about somebody going to do the work. People know, ain't nobody really blind to the fact that it's kids out there that don't get nothing for Christmas. It's families that don't eat. But when you put yourself in a situation to be something that can actually help out, like it really does, it feels good. Like we did it last year. Me and my wife literally drove around Houston for 4.5 hours, delivering turkeys and food to people for Thanksgiving. Right?
Yeah.
It feels good. I was
good.
like, dang, that's a lot of gas. That's a lot of time spent at first. Like, okay, we gotta go do this. Like, but I'm like, yo, we got an opportunity to actually go and help. And you see people light up, bro. Like that feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. So even to feed off of that, Nate, is a big one with you talking about just driving around wasting the gas. I talked about that too, like just spending our money, spending our gas, running around getting stuff set up. But at the end of the day, you feel good. You ain't think about that gas. You always gonna be able to put gas in your car. That other person, that other kid, parents possibly not gonna be able to put food on their table.
It's all about the purpose of it, man. It's really
all the purpose of it.
It's a selfless act. And it's easy to say that sometimes, but it truly does become easy when you're doing it. I think a lot of times we kind of get hesitant. Yeah.
Be a part of the solution instead of the problem,
Straight up. And when you choose to do it, bro, I swear it feels a lot better. I remember like when we were freshman and sophomore in college, we had to go and do different community service events. And I was like, man, I'm Saturday afternoon, I ain't trying to go do this, whatever. But okay, I did it. That wasn't bad. Now being in a position where it's like, oh man, this is on my own volition. Like I actually want to be able to go and do this. You never even worry about it, bro. It really does bring out something in you because honestly, you never know who's gonna need help. It might be you one day.
It might be you one day. It might be you one day.
That's what I was gonna say. Been a part of a lot of different charities, done stuff either publicly or privately. you get to create memories. You get to create memories with yourself. You get to create memories with these people. And just like Jerome was saying, like a memory of something that you can always go back to, no matter what place you're. It's in your head. You
It's
can
in
always
your
go
head.
back to it. And you know, if you create a great memory for yourself and for another person, you know what I'm saying, you have brought more value to that person's life. And it's not really about you know, the money spent, the gifts, or whatever. Like I said, people need people. And to know that, you know, people are going out their way to show you appreciation, show you love, show you value, show you that you matter in this world. And there's a lot of people. When we started Jerome and Gerald, I think it was like a table.
One single table.
Last year,
One single table.
Last year we filled up a whole parking lot and had a line that did a U-turn in the parking lot. So, and it's not about the optics of it, but just that many people you get to bless.
Yeah.
And internally, you create memories for yourself. Like Kerry was saying, man, that's a memory I will always have. Like, wow, you know, for an unselfish act to make this big of an impact to the point to where people are looking for you and know you and, hey, you those people, or that's the people that helped us out, or, you know, parents bringing other parents and other kids over, like, these guys are the truth, these guys are for real, they really help. And, you know, it's life changing, you know, whether minute it may be or how major it may be, it's really life changing for everybody involved.
Absolutely. And I think that's what's amazing. What's most amazing about it is, you know, being able to say that you really are making an impact. And you can say, like, if this is for me, when I'm in the middle of nonprofit work, charity work of any sort, philanthropy, I feel like if I die at this moment, I'm living out my purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving to my brother. I'm giving to my, like, that's God work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at that point, I can freeze frame my life and say I'm doing God's work. You know, and if you're not a believer, I mean, I think you could say that you can freeze frame your life and say you're just doing good work. You are being a good person at that time. And it's not about getting the credit. It's not about having 100 cameras on you. It's not about getting $1 million, you know, put into the account. It's more so about just like seeing that one person or that group of people be like, man, thank you. Like, you just put a roof on our school. Like, you just gave us a toy, and we didn't have no toys we think we gonna get during Christmas, or the turkey that now we get to put on the table. And yeah, it's gonna be 20 of us eating that joint, but we got one.
But we full.
We full.
But we're happy.
Man, that's the most euphoric. That's a natural steroid. I feel like that's different. So
even just to know that J.Jones coming to get me to see, tell me what the little boy said. Like, I also thought of when you walk outside and those other kids are playing with their toys, you're not looking out the window to see these kids playing with their toys. Now you can step outside with your football and say, hey, you want to play catch?
Yeah.
Because you got a toy now.
100.
You know? And it's so deep. Just, it's, to me, it's more than, like you said, an Instagram post. It's more to me than Facebook. Because J.Jones tell me all the time, like, hey, we need to post this on there. And I'll be like, yeah, you're right. Because I don't think of it like that. I think like, all right, you want to feed this kid? We'll feed you.
But
we'll feed you.
But to jump in real quick, Jerome, so everybody knows that's watching this, right? To be able to support an entity that's doing these things is what allows us to be able to do it more. So be able to get that support. Jerome, let everybody know, and J.Jones, let everybody know where to find you guys for the Fearless Foundation, and then we're gonna transition.
We actually have a Fearless Foundation Facebook page. We have a Fearless Foundation Instagram. It's Fearless. Let me make sure I say the word underscore is correctly. Let me make sure.
You're right, bro.
It's Fearless, regular FEARLESS _foundation on Instagram. So if you follow that, you can DM me. We'll post when we're about to do an event. We'll put our cash app for whatever we need, wherever you can donate. And then just know we get to work, because DeMarcus and I, we hate shopping. Any other time of the year, we hate shopping. But during Christmas, I ain't gonna lie, DeMarcus and we had fun. We walking out with bags, so many bags. People like, what are y'all doing? And we just like tell them what we're doing. So that's the only time of the year DeMarcus and I get to malls, wherever we need to go, Five Belows, everywhere. So
And then Jerome, you got anything for the people in closing?
Man, yeah, one of the biggest thing I would say, man, shout out to DeMarcus. Shout out, he's not on here, but Busby, another close friend of ours, Tristan. Like these guys, when I came to Jarrell with the idea, Jarrell was like, all right, well, I hear you. Put it together. We got it together. Start telling these guys, and they came in automatically and didn't say, hey, where the money that we're gonna spend. No, they went and did it themselves and like, hey, we got your back right here. We're gonna go get these toys from here. We're gonna go. I've been in the truck with Jarrell in the market before and filled up one of his trucks before and went there. Had one of the guys bring tables, had a guy speak to somebody else to bring toys. So man, it's a good feeling, man. It's just an overall good feeling. And man, you gotta have a team. You gotta have a team that's willing to think and feel like you. And my team, I'll never give them up. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I wouldn't trade them for anything. My VP is everything. So
That's love. That's love. I love hearing that. And I really want to show love to all the nonprofits, man. I got a lot of homies that got nonprofits. Shout out to Chris Dottery from Boys and Gentlemen. Shout out to Montreal with Rise Above. Shout out to Nate on here with Prosperous Peoples. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? There's just so many nonprofits out here that's doing so much great work. Y'all figure out which ones move with the mission and the purpose of your life and donate and be a part and give. And it ain't always money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can give clothes, y'all can give energy, y'all can give, whatever it is that you have to give. But when you give something, it's gonna give you something. I guarantee it. It's a 100% fact. So we gonna close on that. But Jerome, it's been a powerful bill, brother. We're gonna bring you back in again, man.
yeah, man. Hey, I enjoy it every time, fellas. I love y'all. Y'all stay up, man.
So I love
Hey,
you.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, bro. Be safe.
All right, y'all.
Yeah. So in that, man, you know what I'm saying? They say, if you want to, what they say you want to build income, start an LLC, but if you want to build impact, start a 501c3. That's what I heard, folks. So
That's real. Hey, I really want to say on that, especially with our community, bro. We talk I've never heard Black people say, oh, I don't care about the Black community. Like, whatever. We wait on the white folks to do it. That's not how we do it, right? It's gotta be us. That's the importance of these 501c3s. That's the importance of us being out there doing the work. We gotta have that support from our communities to give back to our communities and keep it for our communities, right? I didn't talk about it before, but we can look at other races, other groups of people and say they have the Mexican community center, the Jewish community center, different stuff like that. We have to be able to build those things for Black people. And that's really what we're doing. That's what all of these 501c3s you're talking about are doing. That's why interacting with our community is so important, right? Gotta be out there, gotta be including the community and making things open for people to go out there and do some of the work too. I think that's really one of the keys, like what y'all talking about Facebook and why it's important to put stuff on social media, because now you open that door for other people who want to be able to contribute to get connected with you. And that's an important one.
yeah, and I like that you said that as well, because I think you said like a lot of Black people don't say, oh, I don't want to do nothing about the Black community. I don't care about it. But I think some of their actions may promote that. And I think a lot of it is, what I'm saying? Somebody was talking about the other day is 400 years of slavery, right? We actually, in our known history, we've been slaves longer than we have been free in our known history here. So, there's some of that's going in the mindsets of how Black people operate. So that's kind of what makes things different as well at certain times. So it's really important to be aware of where we stand right now and how important it is for us to be able to say, like, hey, let me stand up and be a positive influence for my people and then give to them. And then also the rising of one tide lifts all boats, bro. So as we lift ourselves up, everybody else gonna lift up as well, because we working for the greater good. Like, this is all about us giving to one another. We are brothers and sisters in this inhabitants, bro. Like, we gotta make sure that everything we do is moving us forward at every single moment. So absolutely, bro. 100. I love that you said that. But I got Khalil in the weight room. So young Khalil, now he just graduated. The brother is one of the biggest fans of the podcast, man. He always used to sit down with me and talk about the podcast. He know all of y'all first name basis. So we're gonna bring him in here, bro. He gonna bring some good energy, though. I'm telling y'all, I love this kid, man. Powerful young mind for sure. And he got some topics for us. So let's bring him on in.
What?
Young Khalil,
What's good?
how you doing, man?
I'm good, dog.
Yeah.
good?
We good, man. We good. So what you got for us, man?
All right, everybody. My name Khalil. First and foremost, I want to give a thanks to all y'all for helping me get through some dark times. I've been watching the podcast for probably 4 or 5 months now. You know, me and Mr. Sloan met in high school, and y'all really brought me up. And seeing the light in y'all helped me develop the light in myself. So I just want to thank y'all for that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Glad to hear it, bro. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
But what I had for y'all was, so at an early age, I was basically sexually induced to sexual behavior at an early age. And as I got older, I start to develop more negative sexual traits. And probably around middle school is when I really started to watch porn a lot. And from 6th to 12th grade, I developed a bad porn habit, and it caused me to create a false reality of women and also misuse them at the same time. So my question to y'all, this last summer, I just had more time after high school, I had more time to, evaluate myself and just be cool and just chill and stay away from people. But like recently, I just started college 2 weeks ago, and I'm seeing more women now. And my question to y'all was like, how did when y'all sexual urges come about, what do y'all do to keep in the positive and stay away from them?
Okay. All right. So being the one for sure single brother on here, right? Like I'm the single guy. I'll take this first before they go into this. I say, Khalil, big thing is understanding that, like I said earlier, we are all brothers and sisters in this inhabitants, right? So your sister, right? When you talk about her being like, beautiful and being strong and being attracted to you, that is normal. It is normal to feel attraction, right? It's normal to feel attraction, but to have a lustful want to go and attack a woman just because she's attractive that's where it's kind of blurred lines in that way. Everything's not for you, right? Everyone's not for you. And I think you have to be cognizant and present as to what's going on inside of you, because really I should be able to be friendly with anybody. I should be able to be just cool and cordial with anybody. But when it starts getting to that other side of things, I think a lot of times it's that, like you said before, we had talked about those worldly desires, being slaves to your desires. Your desires should never take control of you. Your power is within yourself. You got to take control of your own mind and say that, yes, this person may be attractive, but this person may not be for me, right? Maybe this person, I just met in passing. Every flower is not meant to be plucked. You feel what I'm saying? So it's supposed to be a flower sometimes, a beautiful flower, but it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? Your love is somewhere out here in the world, and you got to believe that and just be patient, man. It's but that young rambunctious soul is different, man. But y'all speak to that, brothers. These some good wholesome brothers right here. You can ask this question to. So
I would say, bro, it's all about just really taking inventory of the moment and what it's really all worth, truthfully. Like, let's be real about it. It's 30 minutes of fun worth a lifetime of a heartache, a lifetime of drama, whatever it is, right? That's really what I always tell me. Like, it might be cool, it might look good, but I need to know what is this going to actually come with fallout wise, right? Because usually it's not just that cut and dry. It's going to be, do I really want to deal with this person? Is this person going to add something to my life? You think about those little things, and I'm not saying you really just like dwell on it all the time, but you got to have that kind of stuff in your mind. That makes it a lot easier to say, oh yeah, she looked good, but I ain't even tripping today. She looked good, but really I'm at peace right now, and I don't want nothing to disturb my peace. That was the biggest thing for me, I would say, right? Like, it sometimes it's like, bro, it's just not really worth it. And this is a family podcast, so when it's worth it, it's worth it.
yeah.
All right. But No,
Um,
peace, man.
yeah, keep your peace. Demarcus should have a lot to say about this. He kind of taught me, but I had hobbies. I did have lots of hobbies, and then in college, I actually learned how to meditate, kind of, because I had a hard time sleeping. And I know, like, when you stay up late, that's kind of when those urges, when you're by yourself, it's quiet. It's kind of like you kind of hear that voice in your head. It's like, hey, you can do this, or you can watch this, you know. So I used to always try to. I mean, football took a lot of my energy in college, but I also tried to like find that what helped me sleep at night, find that peace before sleep. Sometimes I read my Bible. Sometimes, I mean, I worked out till 10, 11, 12 o'clock. I just tried to put my energy elsewhere, you know, because I know it's hard, you know. Women are beautiful things, you know. we all been through that. We all were young, single at some points in our life. But I tried to respect women as much as I could my whole life. You know, I learned from my big brother. I learned from DeMarcus. He told me how unimportant some things that you think are important. That's the best way I can say that. It ain't everything. Whatever you think she has that you want, it's really not everything. It can cause more stress. Think about your life. Try to think about your future. But yeah, I really try to put my energy somewhere else because I know that energy is it comes a lot. It messes with your life.
DeMarcus, before you go, bro, can I I like you said that because I forgot about this. Napoleon Hill. Y'all read Think and Grow Rich? I don't know if y'all read Think.
I got it somewhere in here.
Man, Khalil, you a
That's
man.
a big bookshelf you got. Just look across the whole.
You need that Think and Grow Rich because when you read Think and Grow Rich and you go to the chapter on sexual transmutation, it's gonna blow your mind in regards to this topic. He talks about in there is basically your sexual desires are actually beneficial if you can take them, like Jarrell said, and channel them into a task, into creating something, into working out. You have to move it into energy so that when you get tired after doing that, you create something beautiful. Because essentially what you did is you essentially made love to the thing you were doing, whatever that was, and you transmuted that energy because it's natural. It's natural. We naturally are going to have those desires, but the thing is, you have to be able to have a healthy way of moving it. Like Jarrell was just saying, like that moving of it is what he's talking about, sexual transmutation. So you should definitely get Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And I just want to jump in and really say that real quick. So go ahead, DeMarcus. Yeah.
Drop the mic after this, DeMarcus. I know this is gonna be good. No pressure. No pressure.
It's a whole lot of pressure. I'll be transparent as I can, be clean. I had my heart broke at a very young age. So, like you said, I didn't really care about women. So I went through a lot of women. Let's just put it that way. Then I got to a point in my life at a very young age where I was like, I was tired of doing it. Like I was just like, this ain't doing nothing for me. Then we took verses from the Bible that I could take from the Bible and put it in real life and not make it so biblical. Like the Bible says, for every person that you lay down with, you become one with that person, or you take something from that person. So you think about the energy, like everybody else is saying, that you're using with these people that you lay down with. You take a part of whatever they're going through. They could have a dark past, a bright past, whatever. But you taking a part of their energy, they taking part of your energy, and nobody's doing nothing with it. Y'all just throwing y'all energy away. There's so much more you can do, but I think a lot of it is how we've been trained and how we've been taught. Think about it. Women are trained that their bodies are sacred, that they're of high value. Your body is the same way, man. You got to think of yourself the exact same way. I'm of value. I am. My body is sacred. This time that you get with me is just as valuable as it is with you. So you don't want to just blow yourself all over the place either. As you stated before, man, porn sets a false reality of life. Because what you see on porn will get you locked up in real life. You ain't just gonna go grab somebody and start poking them. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen.
No.
All right.
but I would really say put that value in yourself and invest in yourself. Like they just stated, when you take that same energy and invest it into yourself, whether it be on a craft, whether it be in your physique, whether it be in your energy, prolonging something that could be greater later on in life, man, that investment will come to fruition later on, and then you'll have that, and you'll have more to add to the world. Period. You'll have more to add to your value, and then you could climb the ladder in any direction you want to climb the ladder, and nobody can bring you down, man. Because the more, like I said, as clean as I can keep it, the more people you lay with, the more problems you're gonna have. Because that many people gonna know your secrets. That many people gonna, and you gotta think of it, when you're naked in the flesh, you're naked in the mind too. So you don't want to just leave that vulnerability to everybody. We've all
That's a
had it.
bar.
We've all had somebody that try to use your time against you, or say that we did this or we did that. So I would be careful with that. And then to top it all off, I would say put all that value into yourself, manifest the value in yourself so that you can proclaim it wherever you go.
That's real.
I knew it was gonna be great.
Yeah, that discipline, Khalil, gonna be freedom, man. So I think that's what we all kind of coming to with that. So yeah, and I know you had another question for us too, but what you thinking about that? Did it help you out, Khalil?
Yes, sir. I actually like what he said. Like what all y'all said, it kind of all tied into putting all that, negative energy into something positive that I like, invest more time in myself instead of looking outwardly for other things that serve me no purpose, really. Basically what I got from that.
That's right. I like that. Like that interpretation. And then what's the other question you had? We'll take one more. We got a little time. Take one more.
It was, let me see. So I was going, my question to y'all was, during y'all season of storms, how do y'all overcome the storm? Like, how do y'all, instead of coping in a negative way, how do y'all look at the positive inside the storm?
Okay.
Treat everything as a learning experience, bro. Everything is a learning experience. Everything is an opportunity to grow. Hey, and the only way through it is through it. I say that all the time. Why are you showing your chest? What are you doing, Demar? What are you doing? The only way through it is through it.
We didn't went from PG to TV 14. Y'all put something.
My man is out here showing skin. But nah, bro, it's really, for me, it's not ever actually a choice of, do I want to run from it or do I want to go through it? If it pop up, you got to deal with it. Like, you got to deal with everything that comes to you. It never actually made sense to me to try to circumvent problems. If it's something super little that is like, okay, I don't have to put my energy on right now because I'm doing something bigger, that's one thing. But when you got actual storms that come up, when you got things you got to get through, it's there for a reason. Get through it. It's either gonna show you something, it's gonna cut something bad out your life, it's gonna open up a door to something better. Whatever it is, it's happening for a purpose, right? So you have to go through it. It just is what it is. It's just a simple mindset thing for me. It's, what do you get from running around the block? Tired, honestly. Tired and no answer. That's pretty much it.
Like Nate said, it's not really a loss, it's a learn. Because I know a lot of people who say if God gave them a chance to go back and change 10 things about their life, they say they wouldn't, because they learned from all of those 10 things. The 10 things they went through made them the person they are today. So that's what I get out of it. When I'm going through something, it's like it's here to make me stronger. And he gives his toughest storms to his toughest people, the soldiers he's trying to make his soldiers. So that's what I always try to, when I'm in the storm and you can't even see the end of it, it's like, man, when I come out of this, it's for greatness. God put me through this for greatness. So I try to keep that mindset.
Yeah. And I add real quick, I heard the analogy recently. This is like a brand new one I got right here. So they say you got to think of yourself as the boat, right? And then your problems is the water. So if you take the water away, the boat won't work, right? Your boat can't go without the water. So you need the water because you're gonna learn to ride the waves of your problems, right?
Mm.
When you get more from life, you're gonna get more problems. Period. Like ain't nobody
Bars.
whole bunch of money or with a beautiful spouse with beautiful kids and ain't got no problems. Like that's not real. Like this, like you have issues. You just learn how to deal with them more effectively and efficiently. So the thing is, you have to go into the eye of the storm so you can learn how to deal with those problems. That's what people get paid for. That's where happiness resides. You got to learn yourself so that you learn what about those problems scares you? What about those problems make you run away? And that will make you go back into it again. Like, oh, it ain't the problem, it's me. It ain't that I'm getting defeated by what it is. It's that my fear, even going into it, is what's stifling me. I gotta find a way to handle that fear up because it's gonna be there, but you gotta handle it and you gotta use courage so that you could be the answer to your own problem. So that's what I got for that.
Like I say all the time, bro, it's a video game. When you're going through a video game, you gotta fight to get through it. It's not just, oh, walk to the finish line, it's done. That's literally like you're going to go through stuff. So that's why the mindset thing is easy. That's your character development. That's increasing your skills, increasing your knowledge, whatever it is, just so you can do more. Like you literally have to fight a certain boss to unlock a certain thing. And then boom, now you can go to the next level and you can do it even better and you can continue to grow out for that. That's really the same thing life is. So every storm that you go through is just to help you grow and get better.
I would say, uh, your original question was, how do you not run from it or cope? What was the original question?
The question was, during the storm, how do you just go through the storm instead of running away from it in a negative way?
Okay. Uh, that's what I was gonna say when you first said it, is that kind of like the analogy Nate just put, is like in a video game. In a video game, you have to go through it, right? So if you don't go through it, you can reset it, you can turn the game off, you can even change it to a different level. You still have to go through it. And that's the reason why I was moving my shirt around, because I literally have a tattoo right here that says, if I wake up, it's a good day.
We can't see that little tattoo, man. You know we couldn't see that.
Well, I was just saying, I got a tattoo that says, if I wake up, it's a good day. And if I don't wake up, it's still a good day. Because whatever problem you have or whatever storm you have, even when the storm hits the Metroplex or the storm hits wherever you're staying at, you have to go through the storm. You can't run from anything. I know in life we try to run from things, but even if we run and go through these negative things, alcoholism or whatever, to try to cope with whatever we're doing, that problem, that stage boss, that whatever is still there. So I think it goes through your mental, your spiritual strength, and it also strengthens you, because just like in a game, it's just like in life, because after you go through it, whether you get scars or not, it unlocks something in you. It unlocks another ability, it unlocks awareness, it unlocks knowledge to where you can make it through another issue or another impact in your life, and it's not going to wear you down in a sense to where you want to give up. It's going to be, okay, I've been through this before. I've been through something harder. I've been through something similar. Now I know how to navigate and get through this. And you can also coach or lead somebody else through it. But that's life, man. Life, we keep waking up, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. Go through it. Go through it. It's a whole lot easier to go through a bush than go around.
I would add this too, especially when you talk about the problems being there. Don't make your problems so personal, and don't make it seem like you're the only one who goes through this stuff in the world.
Exactly.
That's a big one for me. Is really not that life said, hey, Khalil, I'm on you today, right? It's a billion other people with the same issue you got today, right now. That's just the reality of it. It's 8 billion people in this world. So you're not really special to the things that you're gonna go through, right? Everybody has to go through stuff. So that's always kind of my thing is don't personalize your problems, right? It's a problem. That's why we can always say each one teach one, because I might be going through the same thing that you went through. It might be a dude that I never met, and I meet him for the only purpose of he gave me the game on how to get through this, right? It's not just about you though. So I think a lot of times that kind of shrinks you and it makes you feel like you're fighting a bigger fight than you are if you make it a personal thing, right? It's just issues. Everybody got issues, right? So move on, go through them, look for the next one. Because if you look for the next one, that means you got past it, right? That means you can keep on growing. You continuing to move forward in life. So
Yeah. So they help you out, Khalil?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
sure.
Before you leave up out of here, though, man, we ain't gonna let you leave without telling the people, because Khalil got a mouthpiece too now. Khalil got a lot in that dome, man. Smart young man. So I want to know, Khalil, real quick for the people, like, what would be something you would tell our audience that would help them be able to unlock that light of positivity? Because when I used to have you around the school, I always told you had that magnetic smile, man, that energy that, I didn't even know Khalil, y'all. I just seen him in the hallway one day. It just seemed like, why are the kids so happy? Like, I was like, I gotta just say, hey man, your energy is amazing. And after that, we just kind of started building a relationship from there. But I mean, like, Khalil, can you tell the people how can people unlock that light to be, positive, to be strong, to be forthcoming and stepping every single day? What do you advise people do in their life today? Like just maybe one or two things.
I would say surround yourself with positive people, or consume positive outlooks. Like try to look for the best in every situation. That's what I would say.
I like that. That's real good, man. In a few words, and I know you got more. But
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good. But you have a good night, brother. You did a good job with this whole podcast. We definitely gonna bring you back. We're gonna have a young edition. We're gonna bring a couple youngsters, and maybe you lead that thing up. So
Yeah. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir, you too.
All right.
So and I guess I'll lobby that question to y'all, man. Same thing. How is our audience gonna be able to unlock their light, in this time and space?
Stop blocking it out. It's not a lot. Honestly, it's really not a lot. Your light was already there. We choose to block our light a lot of the times. We dim our own lights, bro. Just stop. Get out your own way. If it's something that you want to do, try. If it's something you think you can give out to the community, give it, bro. We had Dominique on here a couple of weeks ago. I literally just told him this the other day. I can't, he asked me, he wants to write like a book about kind of some of the things he's been through. I'm sorry if I gave away your game out there, Dominique. But I'm like, I can't, because he straight up actually said, man, how do I know people are going to read it? So I can't answer that for you. But I can tell you, if you make it available, it may help one person, it may help 1,000 people. Regardless, you don't know until you put it out, right? Get out your own way.
I like that.
And you miss every shot you don't take.
Yep.
That one shot you take can make you a millionaire. So, I mean, I can't say that it's easy, because it's a lot of things that I want to do that, financially, like, ooh, if I do that, be smart. Don't just go out here doing anything. But I still say take chances, take that chance, because, you think about it every day. If you feel like you're passionate about it, take that chance, because that chance can help you help others. It can help you, help the next generation of your family. So if you feel so passionate about something, you feel like it's your purpose, fulfill your purpose. So
Put your key in the hole and unlock the door.
oh gosh.
That's how it works. That's exactly how you do
it. Next response, that's how it works.
Last time I checked.
That's how it works. Oh wow. Okay. All right. I don't know how I'm gonna beat that one. But hey, nah, man. I would say just really evaluate your percentage of effort that you're giving to the things you say you want and the person you say you want to become, and be honest, because you know you can look at it, the level of percentages. You got 1 all the way to 100. You can't go no higher than 100. People say 110, but it's not realistic. You can only give 100%, right? So it's like, where percentage wise are you really sitting on the scale of being the best person you could possibly be, being the best father you could possibly be, being the best son, husband, teacher, student, whatever you are? Where do you sit on that scale? And be honest with yourself daily, because that's the unlocking the light, right? Because when you can say I gave 100% today, or even if you could be honest and say I gave 95, there's 5% left, and that's where your dreams are, sitting in that 5%. And it's going to stay there until you ready to push yourself to that point where you need outside help. It's not going to be within you. It's going to be something outside of you to help you get there. Because once you hit 100, then now the higher power is going to reward you and aid you. But you ain't hit 100 yet, so you ain't got it yet. So that's
gotta empty the tank, bro.
Bars. Y'all was barred up today, boy. Y'all
Bars, big bars.
Bar babies. So hey, feel like extra podcast, man. We definitely appreciate you guys tapping in every week, man. Some of y'all are consistently tapping in, like Khalil talked about. He's been in every week, for months. So we really are giving y'all content that we feel like is benefiting y'all and benefiting us as well. If you want to join the podcast, please send us a DM, hit up one of us on Facebook. If we shared it and you saw this, like and subscribe, man. Support the podcast, because we aiming to grow. We got big goals to be able to help the people, and we just want to be able to stay transparent with y'all, stay connected, and we all keep unlocking our lights together. So, man, Be Like Podcast, baby. Stay tapped in. We out.
Follow MrliftN'Go on OnlyFans.
He's still recording.